Hey guys, LE here. Really quickly before the video, I just wanted to give the context of what you're about to see. So, ever since I was a kid, my dad, you all know my dad of course, has done scavenger hunts with me. If you're not familiar with what a scavenger hunt is, basically, like, there'll be a riddle on a piece of paper, and so I have to read the riddle and it'll direct me to a certain location around the property or our house. And so if I can solve the riddle cleverly, then I'll get to the location, and then there'll be a second riddle, and then it'll direct me to a new location, and I just kind of keep doing that until I answer however many riddles there are. And once I reach the final destination, I win a special prize. And so that's something my dad did with me all throughout my childhood. When, for a birthday, he would like give me a present and make me find it. Or if I did good on a test, like in school, he would make me solve a scavenger hunt to get my reward. As if doing good on the test wasn't enough to earn a reward, I had to solve a scavenger hunt to find the reward as well. But it's just something that we did together all throughout my childhood. And Lex is following in my footsteps. My little brother Lex, you all know him too, I assume. He's following in my footsteps, and my dad, our dad, I keep saying my dad, but me and Lex's dad, our dad, has been doing scavenger hunts for him as well. And in the past, Lex has solved them just way too easily. He's so smart for a 10-year-old that it's just basically child's play. And this year, now that he's just turned 10, so y'all wish him a happy late birthday if you haven't already. This year, he asked my dad for, our dad, it's a tough hat, it's a hard habit to break. He asked Dad for the hardest scavenger hunt yet, one that will really put his mind and his will to the test. And so our dad responded with the hardest scavenger hunt I think I've ever done. I'm 22 years old, and this scavenger hunt was meant for a 10-year-old, and even I was struggling with some of them. So my dad already made a video on YouTube of him setting up the scavenger hunt, putting it together, and the video you're about to see is me and Lex trying to figure it out and solve it. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
So we are looking for our first clue. It's supposed to last the winter. It used to be green, but now it's brown. We store it in a central location. The shape of it is round. Farm boys don't wear shoes a lot of times. Or if they do, they're Crocs. Can you tell me where you're headed? You got some ideas? Okay, congratulations. You are now the recipient of your very first, let me have the scissors. What do you mean, do we need hay for winter? That's what the animals eat in the wintertime. You have to know that. You're a farm boy. Okay, so you have finished your first clue. All right, so now you are officially 20 V-Bucks richer. All right, now you ready for clue number 2? Are you sure? Let me hold the plastic. We don't want the animals to eat that. Okay, my son. Are you ready for clue number 2? Mm-hmm. All right. I don't think this is that hard. I think you can do this. The high ropes maneuver. They always gave me a fright. I worry when you play there, especially if it's dark at night. You can just climb over. You know there's a gate over here. I think I'll just use the gate.
I was going to do a high rope maneuver if he doesn't climb over something.
Ah, I'm glad you're here. Here. These are the ones he's working on right now.
They're out of order, huh?
Let me put them in order. If you'll hold my phone and video him for a minute.
Okay. What number are you on? What was the first one? Oh, the hay bale one. Oh, yeah.
It was a lot easier. You said it was going to be easier.
You already have 2?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Now you're on number 3.
I think it gets harder because
It does get much harder.
those two are really easy.
Come on out of there. Hurry. We got to do it before it gets dark on us.
The final place they've got to rest. For those who have come before, the upkeep has always been one of my favorite chores.
Let me reread it, in fact. The final place they've gone to rest, for those who have come before, the upkeep has always been one of my favorite chores. Do you have any idea what it is?
I think maybe like on the other side of the house.
Yeah, just go look around. Well, but it's a place, obviously, because it literally says place in there. You have no idea?
No.
Not yet?
No. Okay, here again.
Lex, I don't think you're going to figure it out by just trying to look and then see what kind of matches it. I think you really need to think about what you're reading. Like, sit there and ponder what you just read and try to think about what it could be, because you should know it. So just read it slowly and carefully.
The final place they've gone to rest.
The final place they've gone to rest. For those who have come before. The final place they've gone to rest.
I think that means that where they went in the past. They're not alive anymore.
Okay. Is there anything like that around here?
Yeah, on the other side of the house.
What's on the other side of the house?
There's well, first there's a cemetery, and then there's graves on the patio.
There's a cemetery and then there's graves on the patio.
Yeah,
So
I think there's like two of them.
perhaps look for one of those places. That's why you wear shoes, folks. To avoid walking around getting stickers all in. You found it? All right. He found it. All right, Lex has successfully completed the first 3. Yes. That's the right one. He said, what if he found a future clue? What if that wasn't the one we were supposed to be looking for? But no, my dad showed me them before Lex came this weekend, so I have to look over, and I'm pretty sure that's the right clue. I don't know what other clue it would be than the cemetery. All right, not too shabby. That's why you wear shoes. Yeah, or flip-flops in my case. But at least flip-flops protect the soles of my feet from the ground, so it's something.
A photo recreation, Ellie and you both times. You were in a prickly situation. Jimmy had to hold you from behind. A photo recreation.
Hi, Gunsmoke. What's the matter, little kitty?
I want to say probably.
Do you know what prickly means? Prickly means pointy, like sharp. Like, you know, like when the doctor like pokes the little thing, the little sharp thing in your finger, that's like a prick. Like this right here is actually a perfect example of a prick if it were to poke you. It's not here. I can already tell you it's not there.
Photo recreation. Photo recreation.
That right there is the look of when a light bulb.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
That right there is the look of somebody's face when a light bulb finally goes off in their head after 8 minutes.
There.
You forgot about that?
I didn't know we took photos there again.
You don't remember sitting on top of the mailbox and then Jamie trying to hold this bush, which was much bigger back then? Like,
That.
yeah, that's what it was. I'll get it. I have shoes. I was smart and prepared. I'm just kidding. Let's see.
This tree stands on the high ground, covered mostly with gray moss. It's not on Papa's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. Okay, so near Papa's.
I actually don't know that one off the top of my head. There was three that I read that I knew instantly, and then a fourth one that my dad was like, "Come on, Ellie," and then I knew that one too. But there was a few that I read that I actually had no idea what he was talking about. Let me see the thing again. Okay, let's have a read. Okay. This tree stands on the high ground, covered mostly with gray moss. It's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. That's interesting, that clue. It can't be past the barn. My dad said the first 6 are on our side of the barn. So I'm confused what he means by it's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. Yes, this is number 5. Hi, little duck. Pretty agile move right there, young sir or madam. You need the hint again? Here.
I know it's a tree. High ground.
The tree stands on the high ground, covered mostly with gray moss. It's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. Can't get lost. I said can't, but I just didn't. I didn't pronounce it very loudly. I know, Ivy. We're trying our best. Please don't laugh at us. We're really doing our absolute best, Ivy. Bam! Hi, Bethany. Hi, Bethany. Hi, little goatie. She's so tiny. She's like any goat. Uh-oh. That was very bad. All right, folks. Me and Lex have hit a bit of a dilemma. We're on clue number 5 right now, and the first 4 I already knew because my dad had shown me the scavenger hunt before Lex came this weekend. However, we're on the 5th clue right now, and both of us are genuinely bamboozled. We're very confused. Lex is over there right now looking through a field, trying to find the clue, trying to find what we're looking for. And I said that we should split up. I'm coming around this way. I'll read the clue out loud right now. The clue goes something along the lines of, it's a tree on the high ground, covered in gray moss. It's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. Now what confuses me is the ending part. The tree on the high ground, covered in gray moss, is pretty self-explanatory. But the last part where he says, it's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost, that doesn't make sense to me. Does he mean that it's so close to Pawpaw's property we can't get lost? Or is he just in general saying it's not on Pawpaw's property and that has no relevance to the riddle? I feel like it's the latter of those two. I feel like the Pawpaw's property thing is just to fill up space to make sure the riddle sounded right. It has nothing to do with what we're trying to find. And the reason I think that is because my dad said for the first 6 clues, we're not allowed to go past the barn right here. So it's, if you made a straight line going this way from the barn, it would be over here. This area is where we have to look for the first 6 clues, and we're on clue number 5. The final 4 clues, yes! You found it? You found another one? Where is it? Well, there's only 2 more over here, so it has to be number 6 that he found. Where is it? Oh yeah, number 6 was about Sister Kim's pond. That one was pretty easy. So Lex found the one for Sister Kim's pond ahead of time. Lex found it ahead of where he was supposed to be. That's pretty funny. Exactly.
It's 6 lower than what's around it. Home to feathers and those who swim. The third one we had dug here, a favorite of Sister Kim. Well,
so how is that riddle applicable to what you found over here?
I know Tony is Kim's son, I think.
Yeah, he is.
And this is his house.
Where did you find the Ziploc at exactly?
On the tree right next to his house. You can kind of see it from here.
There's something closer to the tree that belongs to Sister Kim personally. Read it again. Did I take it from you?
The pond?
Yes, the pond. Because remember the third one that was dug? So this is the first one. The second one's way back over there. And then this is the third one that was dug. And it says where the animals swim. So it's where obviously the animals swim.
The feathers?
The feathers swim. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. All right, we're still on the lookout for number 5 though. So we found 1 through 4 and number 6. Here's the clue again. This tree stands on the high ground, covered mostly with gray moss. It's not on Pawpaw's property, but it's so close you can't get lost. Wait, the tree? I just had a kind of a breakthrough sort of. So it doesn't say that the tree has gray moss around the bottom. The tree has mostly gray moss around the top is what I'm thinking that it actually means now. So I was just thinking about which tree has gray moss on the bottom, but this tree most likely has gray moss running up it. Covered mostly with gray moss. It's probably not even a tree in that case. It's not like one of these kind of trees like I'm expecting. It's probably more. Oh, okay. I think that this right here, that fuzzy stuff. Y'all see that fuzzy stuff right there? You can't tell on the camera, but it's green. That fuzzy stuff is probably what it's covered with, but gray of that fuzzy stuff. Like that tree. Oh man, that tree over there. That tree is probably covered with mostly gray moss. Heck, I wonder if that's the tree. Dang. I wonder if that's... And it is on the high ground. I think it's that tree right there. That's on Uncle Raleigh's side. All right, so here we are approaching the gray moss tree, and Lex says he can already see the Ziploc bag. Let me stop right here and see if I can see it as well. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Lex literally saw it from a mile away. Not quite a mile, but he saw it from very, very far away. So, turns out, man, turns out I was right about the Pawpaw's property thing just being extra wording to throw us off. Had no relevance. If anything, it misled us. The first place we walked to was right at Pawpaw's property, or right to Pawpaw's property. There it is, yep. Definitely extra empty words to throw us off.
Gray ants.
Ants?
Gray ants.
Gray ants?
Yes, gray ants.
Boy, this moss looks really funny from up close. Y'all check it out. Woo, that feels silly. It feels so silly.
It feels like hey silly string.
Like hey silly string? Yeah. All right. So let's take a moment here. So you found the first 6. You found all 6 of them that are on this side. So now y'all can see the farm over there. I mean the barn, sorry. You see the barn over there? The final 4 are gonna be on that side. They're gonna be over there on the far side. So we're gonna have to do some digging through the woods probably to find these final 4. This is where it's gonna get really hard, I believe. And also, the sun is starting to set, so we have about probably 30 or 45 minutes before it gets dark. So we need to do each of them in about 10 minutes or less.
Center of the universe, as far as us mortals go, where all corners come together through a gate, the prize will show. Where all corners come together through a gate. Gate. Keyword.
All right, and so remember, it's on the far side of the barn. So let's go to the barn, and then I'm gonna let you drive, and I'm gonna let you just kind of look around and see if you can find it.
Okay.
Go. I want you to go to all the gates you can think of.
I wonder if it's up. I don't think the gate's already open. It's like we know it's like we knew we checked it.
Yeah, really. Do y'all see it? Huh? You got it. That's 7 down the hatch. So it said the center of the universe as far as the morrows go. And the reason it says that is because this gate right here is the absolute dead center of the Morrow family property. As you can see, from my dad's side, from Uncle Dan's side, and from Pawpaw's side, it all connects right here at this one center spot. I'm not sure exactly which post it is, but this little center area is the absolute dead center of the Morrow family property. It was right there. So I guess this right here is the dead center of the Morrow family property. That's why it said the center of the universe as far as the Morrows go.
It's like a deserted island. Past the river we swam before. Be careful where you step. You can't see the river before. I know it's at already.
You already know where it's at?
If I can remember the pathway.
All right, well, I hope you know because our time is running short. Well, we found number 8. The Ziploc bag is right over there, as you can see. However, I tried to go across and help Lex get it, but the water is way too freezing and I can't see the bottom like I thought I would be able to. So that'll have to wait until tomorrow. It's okay that we found it, so we did our job.
A tower used to stand there, a place you wrote your name. And now it's become a campsite, a sandy area if you follow the lane. I wrote my name.
Let me see it.
I think Camp Denman.
You think Camp Denman? Let's see. A tower used to stand there, a place you wrote your name. Now it's become a campsite, a sandy area if you follow the lane. Yeah, go check Camp Denman. Here we are, slowly approaching Camp Denman. Ahead of us, you can start to see the sandy dunes that my dad spoke of in his riddle.
Oh, there.
You see the bag? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there's the bag. That is number 9.
It was an old-time river crossing. Pioneers who traveled in time. Indians also did hunt there, where Lester made an amazing find.
'Twas an old-time river crossing. Pioneers who traveled in time. Indians also did hunt there, where Lester made an amazing find.
Lester made an amazing find.
All right, so I think 'twas an old-time river crossing. Pioneers who traveled in time. So where could it be?
I'm gonna look the river.
Okay.
Y'all gonna ask Pawpaw for guidance?
No.
Why? Only Pawpaw will know this one. No one else will know this. Ask him.
I'm just gonna guess. I think I might know.
Well, my dad suggests for us to ask for Pawpaw's help, but Lex refuses, so I guess we're gonna go based on our 32 years of knowledge combined. That's all we have, Lex, put together is 32 years of knowledge. Because I'm 22 and you're 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally found number 10. I had a feeling it was over here because I know that down there, I'm gonna get off and actually show the viewers really quickly how I had a feeling it was over here. Well, Jake keeps a kayak right here. I didn't know that. But down there, you can't even see it. There's a river way down over there that you can't see because it's dark outside and I'm not gonna walk over there. Oh, you can kind of see. You can't see it at all, actually. Sorry guys, won't be able to show y'all. Long story short though, there's a river down there. And so that's kind of what gave, ow! I pricked myself with this thing.